We got a bunch of snow, so busy doing equipment maintenance out here in the garage all winter. And so right now I am currently changing the oil on a Predator 8750 watt generator. All right, so we're inside the garage, and I've been running this generator like nonstop for 6 hours at a time while I'm working out here. I've got a little heater here. So this is a 240 volt heater. This is how I heat my garage. So this thing gets used really hard. Plus it powers up my air compressor as well. So we cut that, and we're just gonna drain this oil out, and we're gonna pop this the fill thing out, the dipstick I mean. So that's gonna come out first. I've been running this thing for probably about the last 2 or 3 hours. So it's really warm. So now's a good time to do the oil change. I might as well just get it done. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna drain this out. Hands are freezing right now. It's so cold. Oh, there we go. Oops, I dropped it. Dang it. But hopefully this doesn't overfill. I change it like every 6 months or less, but it gets so dirty just because of how much I use this thing. Almost made a mess there. So we're gonna bring this out. I gotta find this bucket, or bolt, I mean. Ooh. I love this generator. My girlfriend got this for me for Christmas or something one year, and it has been absolutely amazing. I mean, some things are hit or miss from Harbor Freight, but this generator I would highly recommend because it is like, I don't know, I love Honda, and Honda makes probably the best generators, but these things are like a third of the price, and they last. This thing has lasted forever. I've got this thing set up here where the reason why it's on the ground like this is because it's supposed to be up there, but I don't have any kind of a clamp to hold the battery in place, so I just left it down here. And these clamps are set up like this because I don't have a ground cable, so it's kind of set up funky, but it works. I wanted to make sure I had my electric start, so that works good. So let's tighten this up before I forget. You don't have to go too tight with this thing either. All right, so I'm just using what I have left out of when I did an oil change on my CRX, my Civic, 10W30. That's what it recommends, I think. It's gotta be either 5W30 or 10W30. All right, so this thing takes about a half a quart, maybe like 0.6, so just over a half a quart. The oil down in here, so you can see it in the engine there. It's pretty cool. So we're just gonna check it with the dipstick. Okay, about halfway up it. That's close enough. Anyway, this thing's ready to fire up, so we'll go ahead and start this thing up and get that oil out of there. We'll get this out of there, and then we'll dump it. Ooh, this is very difficult. I should have made this thing just a tiny bit bigger. Bingo. Get rid of this later. I bring this to, like, I don't know, one of the local shops, or I just bring it to Advance Auto. They will get rid of it for you if you have the special lid on here. You know, like those paint buckets that have the little lids like this that pop out? They want you to have one of those so they can pour it into the big jug. So you can bring it to Advance or like, AutoZone or whatever, if you have one of those lids that pop out. So that's a useful bit of information. Anyway, this thing's ready to go, so we're gonna fire it up. Let's see what it does. This thing's super loud. All right, we're good to go. By the way, I've been up since like, I don't know, 7 o'clock this morning or 6:30 this morning or something, working. Probably got up at like 6:30. And yeah, so it's pretty early out here, but I want to get some work done out here, and I'll show you in a minute what we're working on. I'm working on a Ford Escape over here, trying to flip it. So we're selling that car soon. This is a project I've been working on for like 2 years, and so it's a good opportunity for me to take care of that car while it's in the garage here in the winter, and we're actually making some progress on it. Actually, I'll show you right now before we start this thing up. So in one of my other videos, I talked about this engine. This car right here is, the reason why I'm replacing that is because this right here, I drilled this out too far. So all these studs are rusted, and when I took my exhaust off the manifold, one of the studs broke, and then I tried fixing it, and I tried welding a nut onto the end of it, and that didn't work. And then I tried drilling this out, and I ended up drilling too far. So just gonna replace the whole cylinder head with one that has fresh, non-rusted studs on it, so that I don't have to deal with that headache anymore. So this thing here has been kind of tricky to set up the timing on. It's an interference engine. You have to rotate it a little bit further past top dead center in order for this to not interfere when you pull the cylinder head off. So keep going with this Ford and get this thing out of here. That'll help me out this winter. So let's go start the generator and see what it does. But I just wanted to show you guys what I'm working on in the garage here. Definitely want to get this thing going again, so I get the generator going again, so I can get this heat back on and get the shop lights back on. All right, this thing is sweet because it's got electric start. So probably gonna have to choke it because it's been off for a few minutes. But piece of cake, you just push a button and then it starts right up. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Just wanted to do an oil change on that generator, and yeah, hope you guys are doing well, and hope you guys are out there crushing it. I know most of you guys are doing snow removal, but I'll get there eventually. But yeah, have a good day. Talk to you guys later.